Ladies and gentlemen, our television main event is a 15-minute time limit for the APW Tag Team titles. Introducing first the challengers, the NICW World Heavyweight Champion, the Cuban Assassin, and his partner, Baron Victor Kraus. And their opponents, the reigning and defending APW Tag Team Champions, from Charleston, West Virginia, and the Star City of Roanoke, Virginia, Chase Bennett and Bobby Yella, the Young Lions. All right, fans, we have a match to go right here. Our television main event, special 15-minute time limit on television for the APW Tag Team titles. Referee Cadillac Jackson has the belts, showing them to the television audience and the audience here in the Mountain State Sportatorium, signifying that this is a title match. We're almost underway, and we have, there's the bell, and that's it. We are underway. It looks like Chase Bennett and Baron Kraus are going to start this match off. The two veterans, the Cuban Assassin and Bad Luck Bobby Yella, going to let the two younger men start the matchup. Collar and elbow lock up there. Chase Bennett, a powerfully built man, very strong, very well conditioned, but that's a lot of man that he's trying to work around in the ring right there. He's into a waist lock. Float over into a front face lock. He's got the Baron at an advantage. Baron's going to want to stay off the mat with Chase Bennett. If Baron can stay on his feet, deliver some shots, some high impact, use that weight to his advantage. And a wrestling move from the Baron out of that wrist lock, reverses it into a wrist lock, and here comes Chase Bennett up and over. And the reversal got the wrist back on him. Now the Baron goes to the ropes, going to force the break. Smart move by the Baron. Why expend energy in a matchup like this when you can get to the ropes? Referee forced to make the call, the break. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. Two powerful men, the two powerhouses of these two teams, and they are struggling with it right now to gain an advantage. It looks like Chase Bennett's getting it. Oh, Baron fights his way back up. Oh, and look at this. Chase Bennett with superior wrestling technique worked his way out of it, takes him over to the corner, and there comes Bad Luck Bobby Yella, his partner. Up on that middle rope, and here he comes. Big high-impact double axe handle down on that left arm and elbow of the Baron, maintaining control, right back to it. Smart wrestling on the part of Bobby Yella. Baron, to the eyes, takes Bobby Yella back to the corner, and that is no place to be with the Cuban Assassin in that corner. Referee telling him make the break, and a big right-hand shot to the midsection from the Cuban. NICW champion takes Bobby Yella in his head into that corner. Now he's firing in big forearm shots on him in the corner. Yella, an accomplished wrestler himself, 3 times APW Tag Team Champions with Chase Bennett, former APW Television Champion, and it was this very same Cuban Assassin he defeated for that television title. Big splash down in a 2 count to Cuban. Out, and Bobby right back on that left arm. Cuban needs to make a tag at this point, not let Bobby Yella maintain control. And what Bennett and Yella need to do is cut off that ring and isolate the Cuban. Bennett with a big elbow on that tricep and shoulder. Right back on that arm. Superior wrestling technique. Cranks it over. Top wrist lock applied. Cuban saying he pulled his hair. Cadillac Jackson down there. Cuban, excellent pro wrestler, 35 years in the sport, world heavyweight champion, been a champion everywhere he's ever been. Chase Bennett's an excellent pro wrestler, an excellent grappler, but the Cuban knows it all. Chase works his way back up, uses Cuban's own body, snap mares him over, now goes for a rear chin lock of his own. Chase Bennett maintaining control. Cuban works his way back up to his feet. Takes Bennett into the corner by a handful of hair. Referee putting the count on him, and a clean break. I'm surprised, a very clean break right there from the Cuban. Chase Bennett said he pulled his hair. Referee Cadillac Jackson asking the Cuban, of course, he's going to deny it. These fans in the arena, they're picking up that USA chant. That will definitely not be to the liking of the Cuban or the Baron. The Baron from Dusseldorf, Germany, Cuban from Havana, Cuba. Chase using that superior strength. Both these men, I would say, pretty close to being equal in power. Cuban, definite edge in experience. Chase Bennett's about a 4-year veteran at this point. Been a multiple-time tag team champion here in APW. Has been a former television champion, but he is in the ring right now with the world heavyweight champion. Little strategy session there from the Baron. Then Chase goes over to get some supportive words from his partner, Bobby Yella. Collar and elbow lock up in the center of the ring. The Cuban takes his man back into the corner. That's where a no man's land he doesn't want to be. Oh, and look at that. Cuban nails the Baron inadvertently. Big chop from Chase Bennett. Oh, and look at that. Cuban cuts him off. He's all over him now. You cannot give the Cuban assassin a single opening because he will take it and exploit it. Now he's going to work he's working Bobby Yella, trying to draw Yella in, draw the referee's attention. Right there. Cuban with that rear chin lock. He's got both arms draped up and over, almost into a camel clutch. His old partner, Sheik Akbar, used to call that the Devil's Triangle. Oh, and look at this. Cuban just fired Bobby Yella up off. And there comes Yella in the ring. Referee Cadillac Jackson cuts him off, and here comes the Baron. They're in for a double team now. They're going to shoot Bennett off, both of them. Double clothesline right there. Bobby Yella did his partner more harm than good right there. I understand emotions, but you've got to be smart when you're a champion. Fans letting the referee know there was no official tag, but if he didn't see it, he can't call it in the ring. Baron Krause got that left arm. Chase Bennett getting these fans behind him. This match is for the tag team titles. Bennett comes off the ropes with a head of steam and a big back elbow from the Baron. Drops the man down, and now he drops that elbow and all that weight down on him. Arrogant cover and a 2 count. A 2 count. I thought he might have had him there. The impact, when you have a 330-pound man dropping all of his weight with that elbow across your sternum, it'll definitely take the air out of you. Excellent teamwork in the corner right now from Cuban's Army. They've isolated Chase Bennett, and another big back elbow sends Bennett down. Cuban right on top of him, comes off the ropes with some momentum, and again, following his partner's lead, drops that elbow across the sternum. They're working on the wind of Chase Bennett right back to that arm. You notice how Cuban puts that left leg across Chase's body, prevents him from working out of it. He's getting some leverage on it, using that knee and that leg. He's cranking that shoulder over, putting a lot of pressure. That shoulder and the trap muscle both vulnerable in a hold like this, and he's got a grapevine pretty good. Now he's pulling the hair, indicating that Chase Bennett's going to give up. Referee Cadillac Jackson telling him getting off the hair. Bobby Yella trying to get involved again. And here comes Yella, and once again, a blind tag or blind non-tag made. Cuban's Army, here they come. Oh, they over-rotated him right there with that backdrop, and a lot of impact. Baron with that nerve hold we've seen him use in the past. He's got that trapezius muscle rolled back. He's using the strength in those fingers. He's digging those fingers. Now he's firing elbows in on the collarbone and the neck and back to that nerve hold. Once you're in this type of a nerve hold for a minute to 2 minutes, that whole left arm will start to go numb. Not only do you feel the pain initially, but then that arm becomes useless. Referee Cadillac Jackson checking him. Bennett back to his feet. Fires a shot into the midsection. Chase comes off. Barron with a big clothesline and puts Bennett down. Arrogant cover there. He's going to put his foot across the man and only a 2 count. Not surprising there. Chase Bennett, as much as abuse as he's taken. Now, again, you'll notice, fans, the teamwork by the Cubans Army. They're following each other's lead. Right now, look at this. Look at this. The Baron goes to work on the nose. Drops all that weight across Bennett's lower back. That's not going to do him any good for sure. Tag to the Cuban Assassin, and in comes our World Heavyweight Champion. Big forearm shot right back to that shoulder and arm. Scoop and a slam right in the center of the ring. Yella wants that tag, and Bennett's reaching out for him. Far too far away to make a tag. Cuban goes back to that rear chin lock. Referee Cadillac Jackson, he's in there. He's checking to make sure it's not a choke, and he's checking to make sure that Bennett's not giving it up. Cadillac Jackson warning the Cuban, letting him know, do not move this into a chokehold. Bennett regains his vertical base on his feet, 2 elbows in. Cuban fired him in, drops down. Oh, and he caught him. He caught him with a shoulder right in the midsection, coming off the ropes right there, and right back. Hallmark of a real veteran. Right back to that rear chin lock in the center of the ring. Cuban and Barron have this match going all their way. They've isolated Chase Bennett up to this point in this matchup and really worked him over. A lot of high-impact moves. They're following each other's lead. Excellent strategy. And there comes Bobby Yella in the ring. Referee's going to cut him off, so you can't come in without a tag. Oh, and look at that. Cuban and Bobby collided. Referee Cadillac Jackson caught up in the middle of it. And now Bobby Yella with a razzle-dazzle throw in the left shin. Referee Cadillac Jackson down. Bobby Yella throwing lefts and rights, a big elbow. Follows it up with an elbow to the Cuban, and Bobby Yella's really feeling it right now. Referee Cadillac Jackson down, a splash in the corner. Follows it up with a splash on the Baron. And a third one. Chase Bennett down. Oh, and there goes Bobby Yella. Cuban Assassin throws him out. He grabs Chase Bennett. They've got him in the ring alone right now. Cadillac Jackson up and over. Looks like he's got... Oh, and look at this. Chase Bennett with a sunset flip. Bobby broke it up. And there you have it. Your winners and still the APW Tag Team Champions. Chase Bennett and bad luck Bobby Yella, the Young Lions, and the World Heavyweight Champion and the Baron unsuccessful in their bid for the Tag Team Championships here on television tonight. What a great matchup. What a great matchup. Fans celebrating out here with Bobby Yella and Chase Bennett.